Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the fourth grade concept of measuring angles. This is Readiness Practice 4.7c, the advanced version. If you are interested in exploring the intermediate or proficient versions of 4.7c or the Readiness Practice resource aligned with any other standard, you can find those by using the link in the video description. So first we need to measure this angle that we see on the protractor. We notice that neither ray is on a major line like a 150 or 70 or anything like that. They're just a few hairs off. So we can measure this two different ways, and I'll show you how both work. If we want to look at the outside lines, okay, we need to see where this ray passes through. And you see this ray passes right 2 ticks past that 70. So that's going to be a 72. And then this is 1 tick past the 150, so this is 151. So we could simply subtract 151 and 72. And if we get those two, we're going to get the distance between these two, and that's going to be 79 degrees. Now, we also could choose to look at the inside lines. As long as we do outside outside or inside inside, we're fine. Now, you have to read this a little bit differently because we're going from the 100 all the way up, and it's 2 ticks short of the 110 because you have to look at the way the numbers are moving. So this is 108. And then same with this. We're going from 20 up to 30. It's 1 tick short of that 30. So we're looking at 29. And so if we get our 108 minus the 29, you're going to get the exact same thing. It just depends on which way you want to go. Now, this one obviously takes a little bit more of our regrouping to get there, but that's going to also get you 79 degrees. So either way you look at it, that is the measure of that angle, 79 degrees. So now we need to draw another ray to form a 47-degree angle. So let's take what we just learned. Let's look at our outside. So we are looking at 140, 141, 142, 143. So this is 143. So if I want a 47-degree angle, it's going to come somewhere over here, and it's going to be 47 degrees less than 143. So let's subtract the two. 143 minus 47. That's going to get us, we got 6. All right, 96. So I need my other ray to go at 96. So I'm going to start right there at the bottom. And I've got to think 90. Here's my 95. So 96 is going to be right there, right past that 95. And if we wanted to verify, we could measure. We already know that the inside is going to work, right? We could measure, or the outside is going to work. Let's measure inside, inside. So this is going to be 81, 82, 83. This is 84. And then this, remember, goes this way, is 37, because it's 3 ticks short of that 40. So let's subtract 84 and 37. And you see we have 47. That 47 degrees, which is what we were looking for. So that is how we would draw that 47 degrees. That line has to be right there on that 96 if we're counting on the outside. And then finally, we need to draw two different angles. They're going to be big ones, 123 degrees. We need to write an equation, so we need to show what subtraction we use to verify. So the first one can be pretty simple. Let's start with 1 at 0, right? No need to make it harder than it needs to be. So let's get that a little bit too low. There we go. We want it to be right there on that line. So there's my 0. Okay. And if I'm looking for 123, well, then I'm going to start at the exact same spot. And then I'm going to go, there's my 110, 115, 120. 125 is too much, so 123 is right there. Okay. So that's an easy way to do it. And if you wanted to, you could do the same thing on the bottom and just have it open in the other direction. You could draw your your line over to the 0, 180 over here if you wanted to, but let's not. Let's just draw a line. Now we can't make it too big, or we can't make the first ray too far off the 0, or else we won't have any room. because it does need to open 123 degrees. So let's have it start there. Like if I were to try to do it like up here, there's not enough room left on my protractor to have it open 123 degrees. The other line would be off like that. So let's have it there, and let's maybe do 50. All right, let's do 54. And let's just verify and make sure that's going to work. I'm going to take my 54. I'm going to add the 123 degrees I'm looking for. And I'm going to see what my second rate needs to be. That's a 7. That's a 7. 177. Okay, so almost all the way horizontal, just not quite there. So there's this. This 175, 176, 177. There we go. That's going to get us our 177 degrees. We can go ahead and label both of those like this. Not 177, we're looking for 143. Let's label them correctly here. 140, 123 is what we're looking for. There we go. Third time is the charm. Let's get 123 degrees. Let's go ahead and do it in black so we can see what we're doing. All right, 123 degree measure for both of these. And there we go. Now, your angle might be different than mine because there are a lot of different variations of how we can show 123 degrees on a protractor. As long as the measurement is the same, you can shift both the arms to the left or to the right, or rotate them. All right, if you are interested in exploring the Readiness Practice Resource 4.7c for the proficient or the intermediate version, or the Readiness Practice Resource aligned with any other standard, you can find those by using the link in the video description.